Guess who hasn't done a clickbait video in a while? This is 5 bourbons you need according to Reddit. First thing you need to know is I tried to make as many of these bourbons as accessible as possible. Hopefully you can find most of these near you, and I'm giving you the prices, but prices are regional. We begin with the Daily Drinker, Elijah Craig, and this is a very large, very hard to pour bottle. You can find this almost anywhere. It's a decent bourbon, it's at 47%. It comes in special varieties, a lot of different stores will do their own picks, and it's a decent price. This bad boy would cost $50 near me. Next, do you want to impress your guest? Do you think I'm going to say Blanton's? Do you? Do you?
Do you?
Well, you're right. It's going to be Furrow's a Small Batch Select. Wah! This is absolutely one of my favorites. I love having this. It's sad when I don't have this on my shelf. And of course, when it's a guest, you want to impress them. And although Blanton's is the bottle that many people recognize and are like, oh, it's Blanton's, I feel that Four Roses is underrated. It's got a nice shapely bottle, nice and curvy. And more importantly, it's at 52%. You should warn your guests if you're giving them this because of their percentage. But you also know since they're a guest, they're going to ask you, how much was it? And you can impress them by saying this bottle in particular cost about $60 in my area. Next up is your mixer. Look at this freaking thing, a giant 1.75 Evan Williams Black Label. It's a decent bourbon. I wouldn't pour it neat for myself, but I think it makes a great old-fashioned. And this thing costs $24. $24 in my area. Something great for me is Maker's 46 cask strength. This is one of the most interesting bottles I've ever had as far as bourbon goes because of the French oak staves. And more importantly, it's a recognizable brand with a recognizable bit of red wax up here. It's hanging out at 55.15% and it's about $62 in my area. This is not something I pour all the time, but it is something that is nearby and I can get another bottle. Now, the bottle I'm saving for a special occasion. Hopefully this works. It did! This is the Wild Turkey Diamond Anniversary bottle. Celebrating 60 years. Believe it or not, that's the first time I've actually taken out of this casing. Back in your cage. And if you're watching my live streams and wondering where it is, it's over there. That bottle is to tribute Jimmy Russell, who was the master distiller at Wild Turkey for 60 freaking years. I was very fortunate to just come across that in one of those little mom and pop liquor stores. And while it is not available for everyone, I had to pick it as my special occasion because that's just what it is. And I was fortunate enough to find that about retail for $150. Side note, I do not normally spend that much on one single bottle. And there you have it, folks. Those are the 5 bourbons you need, according to Reddit. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.